G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. Before this video starts, I'm going to include a little bit of a montage here where before the video you will see the giveaway winners. I ran a giveaway that is announced tonight. Here it is NRL week round 1 tips. There are plenty of changes coming to the channel. You're going to see a video on Thursday that you may not like. Unfortunately, that's how things are, but very excited tonight to get into these tips. You're about to see them, but first you're going to see my intro as well as the giveaway winners. G'day legends. Before we get into my round 1 tips, if you commented on this, the NRL 2021 launch video. Now guys, Conehead Clothing, unfortunately, they no longer exist. They've provided me some great shirts, so they've provided this giveaway. The Bangai Junior, the Blake Ferguson X-Ray, the Munster Zinc, and of course, the Greg Inglis Goanna. Now we had plenty of comments on this video, and I want to thank everyone for getting involved. There are 2 winners, and each winner will be getting one of the original Conehead Clothing shirts. I really want to thank Conehead Clothing for obviously supplying this. I think it's been fantastic, and everything that they have done for the channel lately. So without further ado, let's pick our first winner. I'm looking forward to this. So you had to comment who will finish 9th in the 2021 season, as well as which shirt you want. And the first winner is Blank's Clan. There we go, Blank's Clan. Out of the amazing 4 shirts, I would love to get Munster Zinc, and the team that I think will finish 9th is the Newcastle Knights. Well, I don't agree with you, Blank's Clan, about the Newcastle Knights. I've got them in 8th position. I still think they'll make the 8. You've got them missing it. I guess it's a fair point based on previous years, but I want to congratulate you. You have picked up yourself a Munster Zinc. Make sure you do message the Entertain House Instagram page so that I can provide you with your shirt, as well as sizing and things like that for you. The other winner is, here we go, hopefully not the Munster Zinc. Oh, it is the Munster Zinc, the Munster Zinc. Out of the 4 shirts, I would like the Munster Zinc, and my prediction for 9th is the New Zealand Warriors. Regan Kumar, nice one. Yeah, I've got the Warriors quite low this season. Originally 14th, I think I moved them into 12th, which I think is fairer. So you've got them pushing for the 8. Congratulations, mate. You've picked up a Munster Zinc shirt. Congratulations to both our winners, and let's get into round 1 tips. So both coaches, Wayne Bennett against Craig Bellamy. It's going to be a fantastic clash as we return to NRL for the first time in 6 months. We have the Melbourne Storm at AAMI Park opening the season against the South Sydney Rabbitohs. They're red-hot favourites for the premiership, the Rabbitohs. I'm still not convinced. Let's have a look at these team lineups, and I haven't physically thought of score lines for all these games, so that's the tricky part for me. So let's have a look. George Jennings has won the race to Suliasi Vunivalu's spot on the wing. I'm surprised here because it means that Remus Smith goes to the centres. You've also got Branko Lee replaced his sideline with a hamstring injury. Obviously, Harry Grant is out for the side. Big loss there. Brandon Smith getting another opportunity at hooker. Let's look at the Rabbitohs. Now, as for the Rabbitohs, Josh Mansour, Benji Marshall, and Jai Arrow have all landed a spot in the 17. I feel like Benji's really good in that role 14. He can come on, make an impact, go back off the field after tries are scored, and assisting in big plays like that. Jacob Host in jersey 11 against for Keelan Koloamatangi, which is fantastic there. Keelan Matangi has got a spot on the bench, so that's good to see. Yeah, it's a tough game here. The toughest thing for me is that Melbourne haven't lost a round 1 game in 20 years, and I never thought that I would say that it's coming. And I think without Cameron Smith, Melbourne are going to struggle here. I feel like they've still got points. They've still got the home game advantage. Have they got the refs in their ear, though? That's the question. And even though I think that the Storm finish above the Rabbitohs later in the season, I'm going to take the Rabbitohs here. So the first upset of the NRL season. I'm tipping the Rabbitohs to defeat the Melbourne Storm by 6. I feel like it'll be a close game. I feel like the Rabbitohs will come away with a victory. 24 points to 18. I think it'll be a good game at AAMI Park. I think the Storm get beaten in round 1, and we start to see worrying signs. There are a few outs for this game as well. Nelson Sofasolamona, he's in at lock, so he's unfamiliar with that position as well. Dale Finucane out. I think the Rabbitohs are going to win this one. The next game is the Newcastle Knights up against the Canterbury Bulldogs. Now, Tex Hoy starts in place of Kalen Ponga in that fullback role. Tyson Frizzell, welcome to Newcastle in jersey number 11. Now, I've been really high on this team. I tell you what, I've been really high on the Knights. I obviously had them originally top 4. Over this off-season, though, there has been a lot of drama. Now, they've also re-signed Mitchell Pearce, and that worries me. That's why I've got them dropping down to 8th position. I've still got them in my top 8. Don't worry, guys. They will make the 8. Jaden Brayley will play his first game since suffering an injury in round 2 last year. So he's back. He's in my Supercoach team. So, yeah, he's going to be in for a big season, I think, young Jaden Brayley. As for the Dogs, new look team. Corey Allen at fullback. You've got Nick Kotrick in jersey number 4 in the centres. Jake Amarillo returns to partner Kyle Flanagan in a new halves combination, which I really, really like there. Jack Hetherington in jersey number 10. There is a lot to like about this Bulldogs team. I question their bench, the depth of the bench, and I'm a little bit surprised that Corey Waddell has earned a starting spot from Raymond Faitala Mariner after the season that he had, especially. I don't mind both of these teams in regards to their lineups, and I would argue that the Knights probably have a better lineup. I'm quite high on the Knights this season, but I'm actually going to go the Bulldogs here. They've got an impressive record against the Knights. They're a new look team. I think it's going to take a while for them to get some big victories, so I don't think it'll be a big victory. I feel like it'll be a low-scoring defensive game. There won't be too much attack in both of these teams to start the season. I'm going to take the Bulldogs to win 16 points to 14. The next game sees the Brisbane Broncos up against the mighty Parramatta Eels. Let's go. Parramatta back in action on Friday night at 8 o'clock, Suncorp Stadium. Let's have a look at this side. So Tessie New in the centres. Jermaine Asako goes back into fullback role. David Mead on the wing. You've got Anthony Milford and Brody Croft in the half, so no Tom Dearden there. He's actually named in jersey 18. Jordan Ricky in jersey 12. Jake Turpin's back in jersey number 9. Obviously, Katoni Staggs, he's out for a while there. Let's have a look at my Eels. So, new recruit Tom Opacek, as suspected, will take Michael Jennings' spot, with Isaiah Papali'i and Keegan Hipgrave earned a spot on the bench, with Murata Niokore obviously suspended until next week. Will Smith has gotten the final spot off the bench against Hayes Dunster and Joey Lussick, so that's an interesting move. To give Will Smith some game time. I think he's been inconsistent, but he's a fairly good player. I know this game's not at Bankwest, but I feel like we can win by a big margin. I think we can hit the ground running. I've got the Broncos in 15th. Originally, I had them around 12th, 13th, but there's just not much. And the fact that they're not giving Tom Dearden a shot and going back to the same kind of lack that they had last year, especially the signing of David Mead, I'm not sure what he really brings to the squad. We'll wait and see. Prove me wrong. I'm going to take Parramatta with a nice victory here. I'm going to take Parramatta to win 28 points to 12 over Brisbane. We've beaten them by some big margins the last couple of years, and I feel like that trend can continue on Friday night. The next game I will be attending on Saturday. You will see a very different style video, so that's a little bit of a hint for Thursday's video, but we're not here to talk about that just yet. It is the Warriors and the Gold Coast Titans. I'm hella hyped for this game. I would argue that Storm and Rabbitohs, such a good game. Really looking forward to it. But the fact that I'm attending this game as well just makes me even more hyped. The Warriors, David Fusatua's back. Ken Mamalo's back from New Zealand. Ewan Aitken in the centres. You've got Adam Fanua-Blake in jersey number 8. Wade Egan has returned from hooker. Eli Katoa is in from an eye socket injury. That is crazy that he's actually named in the squad. Ben Murdoch-Mosilla will make his Warriors debut off the bench. So decent team there, really decent. And what else do you got though? You've got a really strong team here. AJ Brimson, you've got Jamal Fogarty, you've got Mitch Rain in that hooker position, you've got David Fafita in jersey number 12. It's going to be really interesting. He's always jersey number 11, so it's going to be really interesting to see him in the second row. It's a different different jersey, so it's going to be interesting there. Tino Fasuama-Ali, he's been in some great form and he'll play lock of the Titans now. Corey Thompson, surprisingly for me, has beaten Philip Sammy for that wing spot. So Corey Thompson plays and Philip Sammy drops into jersey 18. Herman Sasa is named on the reserves. He is not in the squad currently, with Tyrone Peachy coming off the bench as well. I think this is a great clash. I think this is two teams coming through their new era of players if they do stick around. I've got the Titans finishing higher than the Warriors. It's at Central Coast Stadium and the Warriors have been good there. But I can't go past the Titans. I'll be cheering the Titans on this weekend because I think they're going to have a decent season. And I think they'll win this game quite decent, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to take them 30 points to 14. I think their attack is going to be too good and their forwards are going to smash the Warriors forward. I like the Warriors forwards, I'm not going to lie, in Eli Katoa, Jazz Tavaga, Masilla, Jermaine Tanua-Brown. There is so much to like about it, but I just think David Fifita and Tino are going to put that new jersey on, run riot, big game. I'm expecting the Titans to win 13+. The next game sees the Sydney Roosters back at the SCG against the Manly Seagulls. Lachlan Lamb wins the race to play with Luke Keary. Luke Keary moves to a halfback in that number 7 jersey. Jared Rea-Hargrave has been put back on the bench, which sees Lindsay Collins into the starting side. Adam Curran wins a bench utility spot for Sam Verrills, who is going through some knee rehabilitation. So good lineup for the Roosters there. Don't mind it. Obviously no Radley yet. He should be back, I'm hearing, around round 3. What the hell is going on with the Manly Seagulls here? Their replacement fullback for Tom Travojevic, as I'm reading this surely this is a typo, is Dylan Walker. Yes, your centre, your 5'8", Dylan Walker. What? This team's in shambles. Jason Saab on the wing, Ruben Garrick on the wing. You've got Kieran Foran up with Cherry Evans there. Josh Allier will make his Manly debut in jersey number 8. Lachlan Croker in the jersey number 9. Andrew Davey coming off the bench in jersey 15. And my potential for Rookie of the Year, Josh Schuster in jersey number 18, a chance. Look, I don't like that team at all. And originally I would have said Roosters by about 10 to 12, but honestly, I'm going Roosters by 20. Based on reading that, I'm going to say that the Roosters win this game 34 points to 14. I feel like their defence might be a little bit off towards the end of it and Manly will come back and score a few. But I'm taking the Roosters to win. And I've got Daniel Tupou, top try scorer, so he'll bag 1 or 2 this weekend. The next game sees the Penrith Panthers up against the North Queensland Cowboys. This will be an interesting game because I'm expecting a decent season from the Cowboys and I've got the Penrith Panthers minor premiers into premiers this year. Now let's have a look at their side. Charlie Staines on the wing in jersey number 2. Paul Momorowski in the centres in jersey number 3. New look team there. You've got, besides that, not too much. I was really surprised at this. Kurt Capewell comes in and Liam Martin actually drops out of the side. That's a shock for me. I think Liam Martin's really good. I rate him. I'm a bit lost for words there. It's interesting. Tyrone May obviously out of the side as well. Solid team for Penrith. They're at home. This should be a nice win for them. But the Cowboys, they're in for a decent season, I reckon. Scott Drinkwater at fullback means that Valentine Holmes on the wing. What did I say? Top 5 try scorers, Valentine Holmes this year, I'm telling you. Michael Morgan in the 6 with Jake Clifford in the 7. Besides that, there's not really too much to talk about. Jason Taumalolo, obviously big wrecking ball there. I don't think the Cowboys stand too much of a chance here, but I feel like they can make it closer than people think. And I'm going to take the Penrith Panthers to win here, but I feel like it'll be a 26-16 victory here. I think the Cowboys will score a few points, but in the end, the Panthers way too good at home, round 1. The next game sees the Canberra Raiders up against the West Tigers. The Raiders always whoop the Tigers' ass, and I'm not expecting much from the Tigers this year, so we'll see what these lineups do for me though. Sebastian Kris will replace Jared Croker at centre while he's out injured. Hudson Young is the back row replacement for John Bateman, while recruit veteran Ryan James make his long-awaited NRL return to the paddock off the bench. So, really strong team by the Raiders. Whiten, Klokstad, Simonson, the wing back, Tarpany at lock. There is a lot to like about this team. Really surprised that Tom Starling does not get a bench spot. I would have had Havili probably in jersey 19 and Starling in jersey 14 if it was up to me. But I can understand Josh Hodgson's back, so that is a huge part. I don't mind this Tigers team at first glance. Dane Lurie, you've got James Roberts, the new recruit there. You've got Moses Mbai in the 6 with Luke Brooks. So no Adam Dewey. I'm not sure what's going on there? No Adam Dewey. Maybe he's injured. It doesn't physically say here at the moment. But yeah, you know what? I don't mind that Tigers lineup. I think it's all good. It's pretty decent. But I feel like Canberra will be too good here. Whether it'll be 13 plus though, that's what I'm trying to work out. I don't know if. I mean, it really should be. I don't see much points from the Tigers if I'm honest. I don't see Canberra getting too high. I'm going to go 28 points to 10, an 18-point victory in favour of the Raiders. They're at home, round 1. They're going to be a little bit too good. Final game sees the St. George Illawarra Dragons, my predicted Wooden Spooners, against the Cronulla Sharks, who I don't expect to be too good, but Golden Holden wants to prove me wrong. Let's have a look at the Dragons. So Jack Bird comes into jersey 3, Cody Ramsey on the wing, Andrew McCulloch, the new recruit, in jersey number 9. Adam Clune goes from the 7 to the 6, and Ben Hunt goes into the 7. Fuimaanu goes to lock, and Josh Kerr comes in for Tyson Frizzell. So, look, I don't mind that lineup. I think it's pretty good. Let's have a look at the Sharks. So Matt Moylan lines up at 5'8" in place of Sean Johnson with Chad Townsend. Will Kennedy remains at fullback. Josh Dugan in the centres. Blake Brayley at hooker. Not too much new there besides in jersey 15, new recruit Aiden Tolman. Now, look, I'm not going to lie. I've got the Sharks finishing obviously higher than the Dragons. This game is a Dragons home game. Sharks will be playing there. The Dragons will want to win this. And I'm going for an upset here. I actually think, and I was originally going with the Sharks, based on this team lineup, I argue that the Dragons have the better lineup. I think that the Dragons will win this game. I think it'll be a very, very close game. I feel like there will be almost nothing in it. I'm going to take the St. George Illawarra Dragons to defeat the Cronulla Sharks. I think it will be hella high scoring, if I'm honest with you. I'm going to take them 28 points to 22. I think the Sharks score 22. The Dragons 1 try better. So there you have it. I'm tipping the Dragons to upset the Sharks. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Go and check out previous videos, including Let's Talk Footy over the off season. I'm so pumped to be back in these NRL videos. I mentioned that the vlogs are going to change. You're going to see a very different video. Video is going to be quite hard to make, but we need to address this on Thursday. Tomorrow night, I will be opening 2 boxes of 2021 traders for those involved in my break. In maybe around half an hour after you watch this, you will see myself open a personal box of 2021 traders. So I'm really looking forward to that. Congratulations to our giveaway winners, and I will see you guys on the weekend or on Thursday. But get ready for a weekend of footy because footy's back.